Hi sisters, James Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. You guys, for today's video, I am so beyond excited because we're going to be chit-chatting, taking a little trip down memory lane, and also getting a little bit shady as well, because I want to talk to you guys all about the different things that I regret buying since becoming an influencer. My friend Alicia Marie uploaded a video like this a couple of weeks ago, and I thought it was really interesting to watch her go through different things that she's bought in over the past couple of years and talked about how she wished she had spent her money in different ways. When somebody gets famous or shoots into the spotlight really quickly as like an influencer or a celebrity, usually a lot of money comes with that as well, which is a super exciting time because of course you now have access to all these fun, luxurious things that you didn't have in the past. Houses, cars, jewelry, bags, etc. But it can also be a really dangerous time as well because there's so many different trends to follow and there's a lot of pressure to look a certain way or have certain things. And if you're not really careful, you can start making dumb decisions and just buying everything left and right. I'm really lucky that I've always had a great team around me that have helped me make smart financial decisions and investments. But that being said, there are still quite a lot of things that I have spent an ungodly amount of money on over the past couple of years. You guys, I'm talking up to hundreds and thousands of dollars down the drain. So today I want to talk about all the different things that I regret buying since I became an influencer. Let's get into it. Okay, you guys, so the first thing that I really want to talk to you about today, oh God, this is gonna pain me, but I need to include it in this video, is the classic, the thing that every influencer has in their closet at some point, the Cartier Love Bracelet. Now, mine is currently unscrewed, it's in two halves, but normally this comes together to make the bracelet that literally every single person, every single celebrity has worn on their wrist at some point, including myself. They got really popular because there was like one picture of Kylie where she had like 10 on one wrist, and everyone was talking about how she could pay off their college tuition with like the bracelets alone. And this was definitely something that I bought because I just felt like it was the trendy thing to do. This bracelet cost me, I should say the prices, right?
Yeah, well,
I have to say them. This cost me a whopping $6,000 for this bracelet. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think it's like a pretty piece of jewelry, but I really only bought it because it was like the popular thing to do. And I felt like it was like necessary for me to just fit in with the in crowd.
Does that have like diamonds on it?
Nope, it's literally just white gold. You know the worst part about it? I do have the full diamond one.
How much is that?
$56,000. Yeah, but that I don't know if I regret buying because at least diamonds do hold their value, so at least I can justify it more. This is literally just a chunk of metal, like a chunk of metal for $6,000. Stupid. You can get the same thing from like fake jewelry stores online or on like the black market or like in Santee Alley in Los Angeles.
Black market?
Yeah. Okay, I don't literally mean like the black market or the dark web. I just mean like you can get a counterfeit version for much cheaper. If I could go back in time and tell myself, James, you don't need this to fit in, you're still equally as great without it, I would have. The number 2 item on this list, oh my God, this pains me to even have this item in my hands, but I need to do this. That would be the Balenciaga sock shoes. If you guys have been following me for a long time, you would know that I think I bought these in probably probably end of 2017, early 2018. I unfortunately wore them for about 2 years straight.
Are those the exact ones?
No. The original ones are in the garbage because the toe separated from the bottom of the shoe. That's how often I wore them.
And those are your second pair and they still look like
Oh, Trevor, these are like my 5th pair of these shoes. They cost $700 each, and I have these in black, I have these in red, I have these in white, I have these in gray. I actually had 2 of the pairs in black, so I just lied right to your face. They did look decent with majority of the outfits that I was wearing them in. I could literally do an entire YouTube video just on bad fashion decisions that I made since becoming an influencer, but that's a separate time. I will say, to give credit where credit is due, these are by far the most comfortable shoe that I've ever owned. I think they were very trendy at the time, and I followed the trend, but I didn't get off the train when I should have. And that's why they're on this list today. I want to switch to a different category and talk a little bit about tech. Now, you guys know that I am obsessed with technology and production. Well, actually, I don't really know if I've talked about it before, but it's not like a common thing for me. I'm a huge nerd when it comes to cameras, lighting, video equipment. Like, I just love trying to make my videos as pretty as they can possibly be. One thing that I really regret buying maybe more than anything on this actual list is this right here, which is the Canon, this is literally as big as my head, the Canon 1DX Mark too. And with the lens attached to it, this entire setup cost me about $10,000.
What?
Everyone goes, oh.
Or like live sound effects.
Like a live studio audience. Yeah. So we used to shoot our videos on a Canon 5D Mark IV, which is a really popular film DSLR camera that a lot of beauty gurus use. The videos literally looked great. Like there was literally nothing wrong with them at all. I just wanted to spend money for some reason and just get one step further up in a camera to see if I could make the videos better. We used this camera for about, I would say 6 months. And then literally one day I remember watching my YouTube video and being like, this looks bad. This looks like busted, crusted, dusted, and rusted. And it literally was $6,000 more than my other camera. Like why? And then literally that same day, I took this off the tripod, put my old 5D Mark IV back on it. From that day on, we've been using our old camera ever since. That is what I'm filming on today. There was nothing wrong in the first place. This was just a dumb thing, and I really wish that I could return this, but unfortunately, the camera stores didn't want it back. So now I'm stuck with it. All right, you guys, so the next item, or items rather, it's not even really an item, it's more of like a phase in my life that I really regret. My James Charles custom outfits phase. Before I talk about this, I wanna make it really, really clear that I'm not including this because the clothes were bad. The designers that made these pieces, they worked really, really hard on them. The quality is like good for a lot of them too. So that's not the reason why they're in here. The reason why they're in here is because I love Coachella. The first time that I went to Coachella was in 2018, and I wanted to do something controversial and fun. So I worked with the designer Brian Hearns on making a lot of really cool custom pieces for the festival. I remember being at Coachella, and my outfit picture that year was my first picture to ever hit 1 million likes on Instagram, which for me was so exciting. Like I literally could not believe it. Now, the problem though is after the festival, I think that I became a little bit obsessed with like the idea of wearing these costumey type outfits would garner good engagement, because unfortunately I kept wearing these outfits. I wore custom outfits to award shows. I wore custom outfits for different videos. I wore custom outfits for photo shoots. And the problem is, after making the worst dress list time and time again and spending like $2,500 to like $4,000 on each one of these outfits, it just became a really bad financial decision. It made me feel special, it made me feel confident. It definitely created a splash and boosted engagement as well, which was a definite bonus. But after spending, if I had to do the math, I would probably say around like $75,000 on different custom looks over the just, that's money that I will never ever get back. Okay, you guys, the next item on this list that I regret buying was quite literally the first thing that I knew I wanted to include in this video as soon as we thought of it. And that is my size 35 black with palladium hardware Hermes Birkin bag.
The full name.
Not the government name. This bag cost me $22,500.
Jeez. Yeah.
I really wish that I did not buy this. Basically, if you don't know what a Birkin is, they are like the bag of the rich and famous. Kylie has like an entire closet of them. Drake has like every single one ever made to give to his future wife one day. They are really, really popular, and they're really hard to get as well. Like you can't just go to the store and just buy a Birkin. You have to become a loyal customer. You have to buy a lot of other things and spend a lot of money until one day you're at the store and then an employee literally pulls you into a back room and is like, do you want to buy a Birkin? It's like, it's crazy. It's literally crazy. I became obsessed with the idea of like, okay, if all these rich and famous people have like a Birkin, I need a Birkin so I can fit in with the club and feel like I'm a part of, you know, the group. Unlike, you know, the outfits or the camera or whatever that I can't sell, Birkins actually do hold their value. I should be able to technically resell this for a very, very similar amount of money, if not maybe even a slight profit, because these do go up in value over time because they only make a certain amount of bags a year. The problem though, and why I cannot sell this bag, is because, will you pan the camera down for me a little bit? You have to take like really, really good care of these, okay? And when I set my Birkin bag on the table, that's what, now I don't know if that's because when you're not using your Birkin bag, you're supposed to store it in like a temperature controlled room and like put a wrap on it and put stuffing in it so it doesn't fall over, which, sorry, that's way too much work for a bag. I would never, ever, ever in my life. Or if it's because on my first day of getting it, my best friend Drew decided to fart inside of it, which probably disintegrated the leather and ruined the overall structure. What the fuck? Nonetheless, unfortunately for me, I'm never getting my money back from this, and I really don't wear it that often, so this is definitely a purchase I regret buying. For this last item, you guys, we have to take a lovely trip upstairs and outside for one of my biggest regrets.
Oh, the door is the big regret.
Hi, Teal. For this last and final item, you guys, we have to head outside. It is...
Oh.
my Tesla.
I think she's gonna like start overheating and blow up into space right now. Like,
It is making some noises. When I got this car, Tesla, oh my God.
it keeps getting louder.
It's gonna like literally take off into space like SpaceX. So I got this car in 2018 and I think I bought this car for $126,000.
Oh.
Which is a lot of money. And to be fair, it comes with a lot of great features. It's a beautiful looking car. It's electric, obviously. We have the screen, so many different things, autopilot, like it makes sense to me. But the amount of times that I've had to bring this into the shop really does outweigh the amount of money that I spent on it and makes it onto this list in the first place. I think last year I was dealing with a problem where I would literally get into the car and the mirrors just kept flipping in and out and in and out, which is obviously a major safety hazard because I can't see behind me. And I tried to get an appointment to get it fixed and they literally told me it was gonna take 2 months.
The fuck?
There have been so many different times where my tires would just like not rotate. Like I've almost gotten in an accident several times and had to go to the shop to get like the tires fixed, or not the tires, like the turning mechanism fixed. It just like wasn't working. But the worst part by far about this car is the charging. Now I'm not talking about in general. The charging is not accurate. Do you see how on my dashboard it says 158 miles charging complete? That could not be further from the truth. The unit of charge is not like a percentage. It's not like it's 99% charge or 50% charge. It's in miles. So it says you have 158 miles on this car. You guys, the amount of times that I have left my house when it says you have 200 miles on this car, okay, and I've driven somewhere 20 miles away, but somehow end up with only 100 miles left by the time that I actually get to that destination is insane. Where did the other 80 miles go? We have left the house on a full battery charge and are literally on the freeway on the way home with all the windows open, the AC completely off, the screen brightness down to 0, music not playing, phones unplugged from the charger, trying to conserve as much battery as we possibly can because we're literally on the freeway with 1% battery.
It's so scary.
Praying that we make it home. I'm not driving at 300 miles per hour. Okay, I'm a safe, healthy. I'm a safe speed limit type driver. Most of the time. All right, you guys, well, I think for today, that completes our list of things that I regret buying since becoming an influencer. Like I said in the intro, there's nothing wrong with spending your hard-earned money on things that you love and that make you happy, but at the same time, it is really important to make smart financial decisions, invest your money wherever you can, and don't follow trends just because it's a popular thing to do. I really want to know from you guys, out of all the items on my list today, which one was most shocking to you? If you enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up down below. Your support really means a lot and helps me out. Also, click that subscribe button and finally click that bell icon right next to it so you get notified every time I upload a new video. All my social media accounts are just James Charles if you want to follow me anywhere else. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I love you and I will see you in the next one. Bye.